Hello, my beautiful people. If you're new here, I'm Lily. I'm so happy to be here and I'm so grateful that you're here right now. This video has the potential to change your whole life. So keep watching. Okay, stay with me for 1 minute because I'm going to give you 8 ways to help build your confidence. But before we dive into the 8 ways, we're first going to talk about what is confidence, why your confidence may be depleted, and was looking at my notes. How is a low confidence holding you back? I don't want to forget anything. So if you see me looking at my notes, it's because I want to make sure I get this all in here. If I just go off the dome, a lot of times I forget something I want to add, then I think about it later. Anyways, okay, so first of all, confidence is when you know what you're worth, when you're stepping into your power, when you are able to do things that someone who maybe isn't confident wouldn't be able to do. When you have confidence, really the world is your oyster. Because when you don't have the confidence to follow your dreams, go for that person, apply for that job, it is holding you back so much. The lack of confidence, I mean, you're holding yourself back, and sorry, I just said that. You're holding yourself back, yes, but it's also keeping you stagnant in one place when you could be growing. When you have a growth mindset, that's when your life will continuously change, whereas a lack of confidence will keep you on the same level for a long time, and that's no bueno. Unless you want to stay comfortable, but hey, my collective, we on that growth mindset, we on that evolution type shit right now. So oh yeah, sorry, before I forget, why do you have low confidence? Think about it for a minute. Can you answer that in your head? Can you answer, like, why is my confidence so low? Do you have fears? Did you have a parent, teacher, grandparent, partner, friend continuously put you down? Because that's a reason why a lot of people have a low confidence, is because they were put down, or they were told things like, oh, you'll never be able to accomplish that, or what makes you think you're good enough to get that job? Oh, they are way out of your league. Like, don't even try. Like, people's words can really give you a low confidence if you listen to them. But another thing that can give you a low confidence is the choices you make. Are you choosing to stay in your comfort zone? Are you choosing to sit back, relax, and watch all the other people do the hard stuff and then beat yourself up over it because, oh, I could never do that? Because a lot of times low confidence comes from what you're telling yourself. Like, you are your own worst enemy. Seriously, you are. Because we're so mean to ourselves. Like, sometimes we can be so mean to ourselves. I should say that. So anyways, sorry, let's dive right into way number 1 to build your confidence. And this is something that I do. Set goals and then stick to them. And it's really important that you set a goal that is sustainable for you. You know, like, if you've never worked out a day in your life, don't tell yourself you're going to work out for 2 hours every single day for a month, because that's unsustainable. And if you don't accomplish your goal, there is the potential that you'll beat yourself up over it, which that's why the setting goals one is kind of, I'm putting it there first, but that's why the setting goals one is kind of like it's iffy, because if you set your goal and then you don't accomplish it, that can deplete your confidence even more. So it's very important that if you do set a goal, you make sure that it is accomplishable and sustainable, and that way, once you've accomplished that goal, you have that builds your confidence. You feel confident. You're like, oh, I did that. And then little things like that, once you keep building it up, your confidence is going to build up and up and up. So yes, put this right here actually. Step 2, a second way to build your confidence, is stepping out of your comfort zone. So do something that you wouldn't usually do. And this could be different for anybody. I'm going to use me as an example, I'm going to use something that I did for an example. So I had this fear of driving for like a whole year. I was scared to drive. I'm not going to get into all the details of why, but that's that for me. And if I did drive, I would do anything and everything at any cost to avoid the freeway because merging was scary for me. So one day I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go merge on the freeway and I didn't even think about it. I just was like, I'm doing it. Today's the day. That's it. I don't care. So I did it. And now, this was actually only a few weeks ago, not even going to lie. And now I drive on the freeway every time I drive. I'm not afraid to go on the freeway. I don't avoid it at every cost. I just do it. And once you start stepping out of your comfort zone and doing things that you wouldn't normally do, or something that you would avoid, maybe it's working out. Who knows? I don't know what it is for you. But once you do something that is stepping out of your comfort zone, maybe it's waking up earlier. Maybe it's eating something healthier versus something easy, you know? It's things like that. Step out of your comfort zone, do something you wouldn't usually do, and keep doing it. Every tip, I think almost every tip I give you, it's one of those things, it's not like a one and done. It's baby steps. So your confidence, I'm not going to say you can't quantum shift and become a confident person overnight, because sure, you could. I will never say that you could not do that, because I'm a full believer in quantum shifting and quantum jumping. So yes, you can. But realistically, if you don't do that, I don't want you to beat yourself up. So these things, you're going to build confidence over time by doing these small steps. So the third thing is get good sleep. And you might be thinking, how is good sleep going to build my confidence? And the reason why I say get good sleep is because when you get good sleep, when you're well rested, you're more inclined to make healthier choices throughout the day. You're more inclined to feel a little bit more motivated because you have more energy. So getting good sleep really is key for building confidence, especially if you're someone, and listen, this is me, like, I am really prone to staying up late. I'm a mother of 2 toddlers. So the end of the night when they're asleep, I like to have my alone time, watch my shows, eat my snacks without being interrupted. And I find myself sometimes staying up really, really late, like sometimes till 1, 2 in the morning, just getting my alone time. So I get it. And I know staying up late is fun and a lot of us like to do it. But when I do go to bed early and get better rest, I make healthier breakfast. I have more motivated to go on a walk, like things like that. So that's why I say it's really important to get good rest if you want to build your confidence. So the fourth thing, don't listen to other people. Period. Okay, I shouldn't say not everyone. If someone's giving you positive feedback and they're encouraging and supportive, like, yeah, use your discernment. But other people tend to just project their shit onto you all the time. Like, it happens. So like, this could be anyone. This could be your own parents. This could be your friends, even, like your friends, really. Like, be really cautious about who you're listening to, just take what people say with a grain of salt. Because a lot of times, even if they don't mean to, sometimes they don't even mean to. It's not like they're trying to hurt you, but people tend to just project their own insecurities and their own fears onto you. So when you tell people, oh, I plan on getting this job, like, a lot of times someone's own insecurities being like, oh, I could never do that. I would never have the courage to do that. And they'll project that onto you. So take what people say with a grain of salt. Just don't listen to people that don't support your growth, don't support your dreams. Don't listen to those people. Like, look at where they're, here's another piece of advice. Don't ever listen to anybody that is not where you want to be. So if you see someone, like, say you want to have your own business, okay, you could listen to someone who has their own business. But if you want to start your own business and you're listening to someone who's been trapped in the same 9 to 5 since they were 21 and now they're like in their 30s or something, and don't listen to them, because they're not doing that. They're not on the same wavelength. So just don't listen to them. Okay, I think I'm at number 4. Yeah, a fourth way to help increase your confidence is use your body. Like, the thing about our bodies, I'm gonna get my whole head in this shot. The thing about our bodies is our brain like listens to our body. It like mimics our body, if that makes sense. So like if we're like this, like that's like, that shows not very confident. That shows like little, you know. But when you're like sitting like this and you're taking up space and your eyes are ahead and your chest is like out, you're telling your brain that you're safe, you're confident, you're not afraid. And your brain listens to that. So it's more than just like fixing your posture and taking up space. Like, see, like when I take up space, like if I had something to rest my arm right here, like, you know, like that shows chill, that shows confident. Like I'm chilling, look at all this, I'm taking up space. Like your brain starts to feel like, oh yeah, I am that bitch. Because you are. And the sixth way to enhance your confidence, and this is if we're talking about, say you're in a social setting. For me, I'm very introverted, and sometimes I feel, I guess, sort of a lack of confidence because I'm not super extroverted. I'm not gonna go up to a stranger and like start a random conversation. That's just not really how I am. I like to sit back and kind of like, you know, put myself in, or what word am I trying to come up with? Oh, insert myself when I feel it's appropriate or necessary. But anyway, so say you're in a social setting and maybe you feel super unconfident talking to people, or you feel like, oh, I don't want to sound dumb, because I mean, I'll be doing that sometimes. But something that has helped me is when you are talking to someone, if you want to look confident, and this is the thing, this is kind of like, if you want to look confident, you may be feeling a little bit unconfident on the inside, but if you want to look confident and be magnetic to people, then so one thing, I'm using my phone to record, so I'm just going to use this phone case. If you're in a social setting and you're like kind of like on your phone, that shows like, you know, you're probably looking a little unconfident. But when you're in a social setting and you're looking around, you're like listening to people, you're nodding, you're making eye contact, that gives confidence. That gives, I'm present, I'm here, I'm not afraid of whoever, you know? So yeah. The seventh way, this is something that I'm always going to vouch for, and that's affirmations. And look, affirmations, that's not something that's just going to click overnight. You're not going to just tell yourself in the mirror one time, I am confident, and then you're going to be confident. You know, you need to tell yourself you're confident until you believe it. Yeah, and you don't just have to say, I'm confident. Say, I am confident. I am worthy. I can achieve anything I put my mind to. And here is a tip for affirmations, if you don't already know. When you're using affirmations, stick to the positive. So for an example, don't say, I am not afraid, because then your subconscious mind is going to pick up the word afraid. You want to say, I am fearless, because then your brain is picking up fearless. Okay, so keep that in mind when you do your affirmations. And last but certainly not least, the eighth way to build your confidence is to accept failure. Because listen, when you are going for your dreams, when you are stepping out of your comfort zone, when you are setting goals, when you are evolving, when you're ascending, when you're trying to get to the next level, you are going to come across hurdles. You're going to come across no's. You're going to come across rejection. You're going to come across failure. That is inevitable. So accept that now. Accept that you're going to fail, because listen, think of like super famous people. Like, let's say J.K. Rowling, for example. I know she's used in a lot of examples because she was denied by, I think it was 12 editors or 12 what's it called for when you, it might be, I'm just gonna use the word editors. If you know the word, let me know. But yeah, she was declined 12 times until she finally got someone to say yes to Harry Potter. That means 12 people looked at Harry Potter and was like, this is shit. Oh, you think this is gonna sell? Wow, you're out of your mind. 12 people. Like, and now look. Like, now look at Harry Potter. You know? Things like that. So, and even like singers, rappers, Shakira. She was, Shakira got, like, what's it called? She got kicked out of a choir class because her voice, because the person, the, what's it called? Why can't I think of these words right now? The person was like, no, Shakira, you gotta go. Now look at her. So yeah. So those are 8 ways that can help build your confidence, and I hope at least one of these ways can really help you. Try them. Let me know if they helped you. I really want like nothing but the best for you. If you're watching this, I'm rooting for you. Like truly, truly, truly rooting for you. And I will see you in the next video. Mwah.